Good morning and welcome to On the Spot News right here on Zimbabwe Daily. My name is Yvonne Muchaka and let us take a look at the news making the headlines. Chamisa blocked from seeing Honorable Sikhala and others. Opposition councillors corrupt, ED claims. Underpaid cops threaten protest vote. Journos petition Pali over postal voting. Zimbabwe gold coin kicks off at $1,823. Triple C piles pressure for electoral reforms. Sungura dominates showbiz scene, and in sports, Ngezi kicks out Benjani Mwariwari. And now for the news in detail. President Emerson Mnangagwa yesterday accused opposition-led local government councils of being corrupt opportunists. He made the remarks at the burial of the late national hero Oliver Chidao at the National Heroes Ega in the capital. Chidao died last week due to suspected cardiac arrest. He made history in 1984 when he became Harare's youngest mayor at 29. Prison officials Monday barred President Nelson Chamisa from visiting Citizens Coalition for Change champion Honorable Job Sikhala, Chitunguza North legislator Honorable Godfrey Stole, and 12 others from Nyatsime who are incarcerated on trumped-up inciting violence charges. Speaking to Zimbabwe Daily, Triple C deputy spokesperson Ostalo Siziba said the prison officers denied the change champion-in-chief access because he was a high-profile individual who needed approval from the highest offices. Prison officials denied Advocate Chamisa a visit to incarcerated Triple C members at Chikurubi. The 13 are Honorable Job Sikhala, Honorable Godfrey Stole, Precious Jeche, Odias Makoma, Mishek Guja, Shepard Ulakazi, Tatenda Pindahama, Enoch Tsoka, Emmanuel Mradzikwa, Shauya Shopa, Rowan Tsoka, Zephania Chinembiri, and Zex Makoni. Meanwhile, a leading international law firm based in the United Kingdom and the United States has joined the legal team representing incarcerated Triple C Member of Parliament Honorable Job Sikhala. The development emerged Monday as party leader Nelson Chamisa was refused entry at Chikurubi Maximum Prison in Harare, where he wanted to visit Sikhala, fellow Triple C legislator Godfrey Stole, and a dozen other party activists. All 14 have been in remand prison, denied bail for more than a month after being arrested for allegedly inciting the violence which rocked memorial services and a funeral wake for a slain Triple C activist Mo Blessing Ali. Opposition Citizens Coalition for Change has piled pressure on the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, ZAC, to implement electoral reforms that guarantee credible 2023 polls. Triple C won the weekend by-elections in Kariba Ward 5 and Chipinge Ward 16, albeit alleged vote rigging by the ruling ZANU-PF party. ZAC has, however, since dismissed the allegations. In a statement, Triple C spokesperson Fadzai Mahere said the by-elections were a litmus test proving that ZAC was still far from meeting the requirements that guarantee credible polls. For these and other stories in greater detail, feel free to visit our website on www.zimdaily.com or follow us on our social media platforms, Zimdaily on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Zimbabwe Daily. Join us after this short break. Growing discontent over measly salaries paid to government workers has forced police officers, one of the least paid sectors in the civil service, to threaten Boram Sango, a protest vote for the opposition in next year's polls. Government affected salary increments this month, which saw nurses, including those in training, getting around 150,000 plus the $100 component and the $75 COVID 19 allowance, which is given to all civil servants. Soldiers now earn around $98,000 at a time when police officers earn a paltry 43,000, making them some of the least paid civil servants along with teachers. This has stirred anger among junior police officers who have taken to social media to express their disgruntlement. Threats by the police come at a time when other civil servants have planned a 2 day full blown strike beginning Wednesday over poor salaries. Police and other security sector officials cannot partake in that strike. Two Bulawayo-based journalists Mandla Chuma and Lulu Brenda Harris have petitioned Parliament to amend Section 73 of the Electoral Act to include journalists in postal voting during the 2023 polls. Currently, the Electoral Act allows workers in the security services and civil servants working outside the country to do postal voting. Chuma of Magwegwe in Bulawayo and Harris of Queen's Park filed their petition on April 5 this year, but the Speaker of the National Assembly, Jacob Mudenda, announced the petition in the House on July 20. The Constitution mandates the Parliament of Zimbabwe to make laws, carry out executive oversight, and discharge a representative role, as well as protect the Constitution and democratic governance in Zimbabwe. Section 67 of Political Rights of the Constitution enshrines the right to vote in all elections and referendums to which the constitution of any mother law applies, and to do so in secret. Section 67, subsection 3, part A. The Zimbabwe gold coin, introduced as an alternative store of value to the United States dollar, kicked off at United States $1,823.80 or $805,745.38. The coin was introduced to show up the local currency, which has been on a steady decline and is currently pegged at $403.40 at the auction rate, $423.49 at the interbank rate, $600 cash on the black market, $750 on mobile money, and $950 on swipe. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe said it had released 2,000 coins which can be purchased in a number of currencies, including the South African rand, the Botswana pula, the British pound, the euro, and the Australian dollar. It said the price of the coin will be published every day at 8 a.m. and will be based on the previous day's London Bullion Market Association fix plus 5% to cover cost of production and distribution of the coins. A finance ministry official yesterday stammered in parliament as he struggled to explain how they swept under the carpet over expenditure of 9.6 billion United States dollars in the period between 2015 and 2018 without legislative approval. After spending without parliamentary approval, the finance ministry has been delaying bringing condonation bills for the over expenditure before the House. Last month, Finance Minister Mthuli Ncube requested condonation of an authorized expenditure of 6.784 billion United States dollars for 2019 and 100.7 billion US dollars for 2020. Yesterday, Pardon me, that should be 100.7 billion Zimbabwean dollars for 2020. Yesterday, Finance Ministry Acting Accountant General Edwin Randasara, who stood in for the Ministry Secretary George Govamatanga, was grilled over the unsanctioned government expenditure. He said Govamatanga failed to attend the committee meeting yesterday due to a COVID-19 scare. Acting chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, Edwin Mushoriwa, accused government of recklessly overspending and disregarding condonation rules by delaying submission of additional expenditure documents required by the Auditor General to validate 2015 over expenditure by 2 years. In other news, two serving soldiers have been slapped with 20-year jail terms each by High Court Judge Justice Lucy Mungwari after they were convicted of murdering Tafadzwa Saidi following a beer drinking spree back in 2018. Mungwari said the duo comprising Jethro Rondodzani and Edson Chawira were public officials with a duty to keep peace but acted contrary to their mandate. She also said the fact that the two soldiers tried to deny the allegations when there was glaring evidence against them weighed against them. The judge said the circumstances under which the offense was committed, there is uh, there is little doubt, if any, that the deceased died a painful death at the hands of the accused soldiers. A Hurungwe man has been jailed 13 years following his conviction for repeatedly raping and subsequently impregnating a 15-year-old mental health patient from his village. Chandafira Chisandu, 23, of Charuma village, Chief Madzimu in Hurungwe, appeared before Karoi Regional Magistrate Solomon Jenya. 2 years of his sentence were conditionally suspended for 5 years. Chisandu would therefore serve an effective 11 years in prison. A 24-year-old University of Zimbabwe student has been arraigned before Harare magistrate Yokai Dzuda to answer to charges of theft of 1,500 United States dollars. The student Ishionasu Tsigo pleaded guilty to the offense and was sentenced to 3 months in prison, of which they were wholly suspended on condition that he does not commit the same offense in the next 3 years. In passing sentence, Zuda said the court took into consideration that he is a family man and he was still a student. Now we turn to entertainment news. It is only 5 months before the year ends, and it appears 2022 is a Sungura year as the genre continues to dominate the showbiz scene. Sungura musicians appear to be on a marathon race by releasing albums one after another. Senior lecturer known as Senior Lecturer Mazibaba Nicholas Zakaria, as fondly known in the entertainment industry, was the first to release his 29th album titled Musabvunda in April. After Zamvela Mvela hitmaker, his protege Alec Macheso released his 12th album titled Tinoshitswa Nashe. Following Macheso's release, in came yet another Sungura star, Mark Ngwazi, with his latest offering, Naro Nejine Naro. And last week on Friday, Simon personally Mutambi joined the Sungura League, launching his 10th six-track album, Uchataura Jese, at East Point, formerly Jazz 105 in the capital. To give it all to the Sungura guys next month on August 27, Romeo Gasa is expected to unleash his latest album, Fonya Baba Imiripiri. Looking forward to that album. And now we turn to sports news in detail just after this short break. Welcome back, and now our sports news in detail. Ambitious Premier League side Ngezi Platinum Stars have wounded the ex-on coach Benjani Mwariwari after he presided over 13 matches, punctuated by a poor run, which has seen the team slide out of the title matrix. The former Warriors captain saw his side succumb to a narrow 1-0 defeat to Yada FC over the weekend, a second loss in 3 matches, which may have prompted the club to sever ties with the coach. In the 13 matches, Benjani, who is a greenhorn in coaching, won 3, drew 6, and lost 4 to leave the team on position 10 on the log standings after 22 rounds of matches. Ngezi Platinum Stars are currently on a 4-match winless run, having drawn 2 matches against Highlanders and Caps United, while they lost against Herenchos and Yada FC. This is the second time this season that the Mondoro Ngezi-based side has parted way with the coach after Benjani's predecessor Rodro Dlakama was fired back in February on similar charges. Well, all the best with Ngezi Platinum Stars. They seem to be hiring and firing as quickly as possible. And now to end this news bulletin, let's take a look at the stories making the headlines once again. Chamisa blocked from seeing Honorable Sikhala and others. Opposition councillors corrupt ED claims. Underpaid cops threaten protest vote. Journos petition parley over postal voting. Zimbabwe gold coin kicks off at $1,823.80 US. Triple C piles pressure for electoral reforms. Sungura dominates showbiz scene, and in sports, Ngezi kicks out Benjani. Wari. Thank you so much, Zimbabwe, for joining us on Zimbabwe Daily for our on the spot news headlines. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of day and continue to like, share, and join the platform for more and these other stories. Thank you so much, and bye bye for now.